What's up, y'all? It's your boy Brad G, the Otaku Guitarist, back here. Just a little impromptu video for us today, to be honest, because I'm not really writing this. This isn't from a script. This is just me hopping on a mic to talk about something I wanted to talk about. Obviously it's gonna be anime related, and today is gonna be Ninja Kamui. Ninja Kamui. After that show ended. Yeah, it was a show. After that show ended, I wanted to give it a couple weeks just for people to like really start forming their opinions, and for myself to like, really form a true opinion about it as well after going back to rewatch a little bit of it, key parts of it. And I will say, I'm pretty sure a video about this is on this channel too, about Ninja Kamui. I highly lauded this at first. I was really excited, really surprised and proud of what I was seeing from E&H Productions, Sung-Hoo Park, hopping in and collaborating with Cartoon Network, Toonami to put this out, and Warner Bros. Max as well, because it premiered on Max next day. But it's a lot going on here. It's a lot going on here because, like I said, I highly lauded this and praised this at first, but it's a lot of people that at the end of the day did not really enjoy Ninja Kamui, and to be honest, I kind of get it. The reason why I say that is because there was a very strong shift in not only animation direction, but also kind of plot direction after the third episode, which a lot of viewers did not take kindly to, and a lot of people dropped the show after the third episode. Just for the sake of it, I did drop it for a bit, but I went back and ended up finishing it because I'm like, nah, this is something I talked about. I stood on this at first that this was going to be good, and not a lot of people aren't liking it, and even myself, I've got some negative opinions about it. I got to stand on that and come back and talk about what happened, all right? So I'm talking about what happened. What I feel like what happened with Ninja Kamui was that third episode, right? Up in those first three episodes, we see the establishment of the plot, right? The establishment of Joe Higan fleeing his ninja clan because not only because a multi-billion-dollar mega corporation, futuristic mega corporation, has taken over his ninja clan, but also because some other factors like love and his emotions that would not allow him to be a ninja in his clan anymore. So he fled, being hunted, and we're seeing within the first three episodes some insane applications of modern ninja techniques in modern day fights, or I should say ancient ninja techniques being applied in a modern day setting in modern fights, impromptu fights that we see in these first three episodes, which were amazing. You go back to those first 3 weeks when this was coming out, and you got hella creators posting clips on Ninja Kamui. Some of my favorite creators actually posted clips on Ninja Kamui and the fights, and they're like, yo, check this out, Toonami might be back, Sung-Hoo Park might be on or something. This is like hot. We are loving this. Keep it up. And then a lot of them after that third episode came out and said, hey, yo, what's going on? And I would be one of them for sure. With that, the reason why people are so upset, which I'm trying to get to the point. The reason why people are so upset is because we see, like I said, these modern fights with these ancient ninja techniques and beautifully drawn, beautifully animated, like honestly some of the greatest hand-to-hand combat scenes I've seen in a couple years, especially for a new anime, no manga behind it or anything. Like, this is an original anime, but for that to shift from the hand-to-hand combat to CGI cyberkinetic suits after the third episode was not what we were expecting. There was some foreshadowing to it, or at least, like, maybe somebody has a suit that he has to fight, right? Maybe one of these people got a suit that he has to fight. There's some foreshadowing to that in the first couple of episodes, and even I noticed it in the intro as well. But with that, I feel like if you're gonna do something like that, it needs to be established very early, or we need to see something like that in the trailer. Because I don't recall, and you know what? If I am wrong, I will edit this in this video, and you will see an edit of some cyberkinetic suits in the trailer. You will see that if I'm wrong. But if I'm not, that throws a lot of people off. Especially with this being a new anime series, like I said, with no manga behind it. And you establish this premise that it is ninjas in the modern day. That's just the very short of it. The very short of it. Ninjas in the modern day. When I think ninjas in the modern day, I don't think futuristic cyberkinetic suits. I just don't. I think that's ninjas of the future. And while I say like modern day, that they haven't necessarily established a lot of dates or like, a timeline of when this could be, but we know that this isn't, number one, this isn't like, a historical period anime, like, something set in like the Edo period, which like, all the samurai stuff, right? It's not like one of those. It's not like a high school anime where you could kind of like say, oh, this might be like, modern day. This could have been some years ago. But then again, it's not something that's set like, futuristic society and we got access to this and that. It really seems like it's a pretty normal, like 2020s world until they bring these damn cyberkinetic suits in, man. And people wasn't really rocking with that. And I get why people weren't rocking with that. It's just because the way it was introduced, which I feel like was the problem. Like I said, if something like this would have been shown in key images that the anime studio drops before a new show comes out, right? Like key images, like when stuff starts to get rumored and announced and whatnot. Could have thrown us something there, like, there might be a little futuristic cyberkinetic suit there, in the trailer. Could have shown us a little scene of that. But we wait until the third episode when out of these 3 episodes, some amazing hand choreo scenes, which you probably see online that people are really enjoying. And then boom, throw them for a loop. And there is a huge negative opinion after that. And I would say for a lot of people it's justified. Towards the end of this show, Joe Higan does end up getting rid of his suit. Like he tosses his suit in the water, that thing is over with. But with everything that was done in the first season, that kind of feels like a cop-out. With everything that was established with ninjas and how they fight. What are you going to do in the second season now? Do people even care to know what you're going to do in the second season after that? And I want to say one thing. Toonami is known for having like good original anime or good original animated productions. Like you look at My Adventures with Superman. That's not an anime, but that is on their docket for an original animated series. Excuse me. People love it. I love it, frankly. I mean, like it just shows that it set a lane and it stayed in it. A lot of people were worried about, is this going to be like Harley Quinn, where it's like not super serious and there's just a lot of comedy thrown in there with like some slightly serious bits? Or are they looking to make like a serious like a serious Young Justice League type show? But My Adventures of Superman is the perfect mix of that. It's the perfect mix of the seriousness, especially how the plot is developing in the second season, and the comic relief. The comic relief is there as well with how the characters interact with Superman and Jimmy and Lois and them working at the planet, and it's just it's a perfect series because they stayed in their lane. But you look at a show like Ninja Kamui and it picked a lane and shifted. It picked a lane and just shifted the lane. And another good example of like, even the past of anime that Toonami have done. Let's see. Here we go. Now, this is not Toonami's anime. It's animated by E&H Productions. Ninja Kamui is animated by E&H Productions, but it's licensed by Cartoon Network, Toonami, Warner Bros. For distribution on Max and Saturday nights on Toonami. But they've proven that they can license really good anime and put them on Cartoon Network. Like the Big O, the second season of the Big O, that was funded by Toonami. That was funded and licensed by Toonami. Not even just Big O. Fooly Cooly, that we wouldn't have no Fooly Cooly out if it wasn't for Toonami, because they're the ones who licensed it and put that out. Not exactly the production studio, but when you license an anime for distribution, it's not gonna get put out without licensing. It's not gonna, like, Crunchyroll is not a studio, even though they know a lot. Crunchyroll does have original anime, but they're also a main distributor and licenser of anime as well. And I guess my point is with that, we've seen that they have a good track record of licensing good to great anime in the past. Bobo, man, that wouldn't get that. Man, I'm sitting here laughing about that show right now, but it was actually, for its time, one of Toonami's biggest hits. With that being said, we know that they have this track record of putting out good anime, or licensing good anime is what I should say. They have this track record of licensing great anime and animated series as well, currently with My Adventures with Superman. And with the shift of everything that happened with Ninja Kamui after the 3rd episode, and not sticking with the premise and really switching up on its viewers and not sticking in the lane that, was established, that's fine. That's fine and dandy. But we are not gonna wait a whole season, 2 seasons for anime to get good anymore. Kids won't even do that anymore because, number one, they have access to the internet at their fingertips just like we do. The attention spans are lower because of social media and it's just the way the society is going right now, with content all in your face and click, and if it's not good, we're going. We not waiting no more. We just not waiting no more. Like, especially your adult demographic, which you have a very large adult demographic for anime, anywhere between 18 to probably early 50s, probably even later now, but the main demographic for anime right now is probably like 18 to 40 to 50. We not waiting no more, simply because we got access to the internet, and if an anime not good, we're gonna drop it. We're gonna go watch something else, or we're gonna go read something that's fire and wait for the anime adaptation to come out. For something like this that didn't have a manga to follow, or to really pull from, that's difficult. That is very difficult to do an original anime series with no manga behind it, because if it's good, it's good. If it ain't, it ain't. You ain't really got too much to fall back on. You can't say, oh, we'll just wait for more content to be adapted, and then we'll do our thing. No, you gotta make the content, because it's an original series. There ain't nobody writing this for you no more, buddy. End of the day, I would say that I definitely enjoyed the series for what it was. I did drop it for a minute and having to go back finishing it because of what I said, and I gotta stand on that. And it's slightly disappointing because Sung-Hoo Park has a great track record with formerly working under MAPPA and doing the first season of Jujutsu Kaisen and doing the Jujutsu Kaisen Zero movie. And I believe he did that monster series. Yes, he did do that monster series that came out on Netflix late 2023 as well. Or was it early 2024? One of those two. It was late 2023, early 24. I don't remember off the top of my head. But he did those and has such a good track record of getting it done. So I don't know if it was a budget issue. I don't know if it was a time issue. Because this isn't a long series. It's like 12 or 13 episodes, and that's the chance that you get these days. You get 12 or 13 episodes. That's it. If it ain't well received, we might not see another season of Ninja Kamui. We really might not. We might not see a redemption. But it was just disappointing for me to see that from Sung-Hoo Park. And I know that he can do better, and I know that he will do better. And he has a great team over there at E&H Productions. They're going to do great things throughout the rest of this decade. Probably by the end of the decade, I'm going to update my list, and his anime studio is probably going to be on there for the top studios of the decade by the end of the decade. So if you like Ninja Kamui, great. If you don't like Ninja Kamui, I get it, bro. At the end of the day, always form your own opinion. If you're not rocking with it after the first episode, frankly, don't waste your time no more. Because we're not going to do that. At least I'm not going to do that. Well, I will, because I like watching anime, and I like making videos on anime. So I will watch it anyways, just to tell y'all my opinion, to tell y'all what's up. Yeah, man. That was the rundown on Ninja Kamui. But if you like little impromptu videos like this, I might start doing this a little bit more along with, my curated content where, I'll actually write it out and I'll be reading from it and whatnot. And I'm going to get better with, reading from the script. I know in that first video that I got out there, I am looking at the script a lot. Been working on that though. So just keep your eyes peeled for more anime lists, talks, and news from your boy Brad G, the Otaku Guitarist. Like, follow, share, subscribe, all that for your boy. I love y'all. I appreciate everything that's been going on in my socials and YouTube and all that for the past couple of months. I started YouTube, like seriously, like posting videos like maybe 3 or 4 months ago, and I'm like at 200 something subscribers, just like really, really great for me. I love people are tapping in with me. Please keep tapping in, share with everybody. Like, share, subscribe, follow, all that. I already said that, but fuck with your boy. I appreciate y'all. See y'all in the next one.